Alright everybody, welcome back to Stranding. Here we are with Sam again. I apologize for cutting it short last time. My computer was overheating a little bit. I want to see if there's any new figures. Doesn't look like there are. So this time, I'm going to drink some Monster Energy. This time we are going to be reading some mail that we were supposed to read at the end of last time. And we're going to see, once we exit the room, if there's going to be more story or if there is going to be boosted by 24%. If there's going to be more story, or if there's going to be, if we're going to go to one of the areas that we should visit, because there's a new area that we need to find. It's like between Portnot City, which is where we're at currently, and the wind farm. Anyway, there's lots of mail today. Let's do it by sender. Jake from Wind Farm says, "Rebuilding America and beyond. Dear Sam, it's good for you to come visit us again. It can't be easy doing what you do on the body or the mind. Guess it wants to make you a legend, huh? Well, whoever came up with the idea of sending cons via the beach is a legend, too, as far as I'm concerned. What kind of person even considers something like that? It's like whoever decided to try and tame lightning back in the day. I think someone looked at those violent flashes of electricity and said, I can control it, create it, and then they did it. Maybe the beach is the same sort of phenomena. Something we can't get our heads around right now, but once we do, once we learn to harness its power, it will lead to a revolution that will change everything. Imagine if we can not only rebuild America, but make a better world than the one that we came before." Lots of from Benjamin Hancock. Take care of your BB. How you doing, Sam? How's your BB? Me? I'm a bit worried. That's why I'm writing to you, actually. You see, I used to have a BB of my own back in the day. I'd jack in whenever I went out on a run. Standard procedures and all that. This is just between you and me, I started to care about my BB. Yeah, I know, I went to all the briefings. It's just equipment, don't emphasize, don't get attached. Yeah, well, easier said than done, especially when it gave me a like. A piece of equipment can't do that, right? Equipment doesn't like being rocked either. We're getting soothed by the sight of spinning, what is that? Operatic? I guess something I'll find later. Check out your tips if you're not sure how to do stuff like that. My BB loved it when I took us swimming, and we'd just float in the water and just got real scared. But got real scared if we got dove in or went under. Love. Like a tool would give a shit about any of that. I bet your BB's the same, right? Reacts to things in ways that can't be explained away. Man, I miss those days with the little guy. Take good care of your BB, won't you, Sam? What am I saying? You know you will. Sure. This is all red. Yeah, that's all red. Bridge links makes the world a better place. Hey Sam, sounds like you're showing us how it's all done. I've been making more and more deliveries myself, though. I'll have you know, the oxy really helps me to cope with the fear, so thanks for that. I don't think I've got ice in my veins or anything. I still panic easily and drop plenty of cargo when I do. Doubt I'm the only one, though. I found plenty of stats that some porters must have lost on a run. I try to do the right thing, take what dropped cargo I can to the nearest post box and leave weapons and gear in the share lockers. Won't lie, sometimes I feel like saying fuck it and letting it lie. But what goes around comes around, right? I help someone recover lost cargo, someone will do the same for me. That's how bridge links are formed, after all. Most of us will never be legends like you, no shame in that, but if we work together and make connections, well, we can at least make the world a better place. And that's where the bridgelings come in. Together we can accomplish so much more than we could ever come on our own, and that's the truth. George Patton. No more smart jokes for me. Good for you. Hey Sam, it's just me, or are things pretty lively around here ever since you first came through? Been checking on staff's vitals lately, and everyone's in good health and good spirits, it seems. Time is we freak out and start fighting over this small shit. Nowadays we're all smiles and handshakes, backslapping, and hell, I've even doled out a few hugs. Best of all, we've got peace of mind, and you know what? I think we're using less smart jokes because of that. Might be our bodies producing oxy in on their own again, even and if so, the day we ditch the smart jokes altogether could be just around the corner. You made it all possible, Sam. You've been a hero for us. You've given us hope. Thanks, George. My favorite, the Ludens fan. How you doing? Ludens are our saviors. Okay. Well, it's great seeing you again, Sam. You really are one in a million. Oh, so I started using the chiral network to look into the history of the whole Ludens things. Don't have it all figured out yet, but it's clear that it's pretty important. I mean, the game it's symbolized was freaking huge. Completely unlike anything that had come before. Exploded man's potential to play in exactly the way Huizinga described when he coined the phrase Homo Ludens. Yet a Syria that play was older than even culture itself, was the heart of what made us who we are. I believe if we rediscover this kind of play he was talking about, we can undo the damage caused by chiral contamination and rid the world of Homo Results and Homo Demons. Once and for all, to think that games would be the key to saving humanity. That's what all those Animal Crossing fans are doing right now. A great deliver, alright. Mike Easton, Capital City. Hey Sam, you're quite something, aren't you? Delivering cargo out there all by yourself, stitching America back together. I mean, I'm not surprised you're up to it, but you're Repertoire after all. Member of Bridges, too. Still, you've gone above and beyond. Just something about you, I guess. Maybe it's something to do with the connection between you and the President and Amelie. Well, I guess I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's going to save the world. I just know it. It's going to do something. Did I miss Victor Frank? From Portland City. About my brother. I mean, since you told me about my brother, which was like last stream, I haven't been able to stop thinking about him. I want to make one thing clear though. I don't blame you for what happened. Igor wouldn't either. I know that. It's weird though. We weren't all that close, and back when he was alive, I'd go weeks without thinking about him. But now, well, they ain't the same. Ain't that the way these things always go? Sure, that's a sentence that I can speak. You still got the little keepsakes of his. Sounds kind of stupid, but I've always started thinking of it's like his alter ego or something. You know, it was dreamed to go west with the second expedition, right? He never made it, but his favorite toy does. It almost feels like it would make up for it, at least a little. You show the little guy the sights now. You hear? Lord knows I'll never go, Cecile. I believe that's all the new mail. Data. What are our tips for today that we've learned so far on the way? Restoring blood levels with blood bags. Select the left, and the R-stick and press X to equip. Press X to equip the blood bag and restore any blood Stanton has lost. Auto use and auto replacement blood bags. Select the left on the D-pad, R-stick, and press X to equip. Any blood bags equipped with X will restore Sam's blood loss. Lost blood. Blood bags will automatically be removed once they are empty. If you have any spares, a fresh bag will automatically be equipped and placed on And we're back. Cool. Sorry about that. Anyways, using tools. Use right to the R to select tools. Equipment HUDs with switching pages. When you are carrying too much equipment and displays on a single page, use the R stick to click in to switch pages. Lightening your load. Empty blood bags, used weapons, etc. can be offloaded in order to lighten your load. You do this by pressing the L left button to open the equipment menu, or by accessing the cargo management via your cufflinks. Utility pouches. Blood bags can be carried into utility pouches, freeing up space on your back for cargo. These pouches can also be used to store cryptobytes. Say cryptobytes, cryptobiotes. Cryptobiotes. Items required in private loans. We produce new items such as blood bags and EX grenades while showering and sleeping in a private room. Any items created this way will be stored in a private locker, which I will grab as we head on out. Reviews. Die-hardman, the chiral network between the chiral center and capital. Madam President. I'm trying to sound like Dead Man. Die-hardman. Madam President, this is will be your new office from today. The relocation of your official residence has always been completed. The entire medical team has brought along as well. Rest assured, the information regarding this move has been shared on a need-to-know basis only. I understand that following the loss of New York, you wishes to direct the reconstruction efforts on central Knot City, but in light of recent separatist activity on the eastern seaboard, we no longer consider it safe. We will see it to it that the people continue to believe in you in Central, and Bridges HQ will operate as normal. As per your orders, the network research teams and delivery system management have all been covertly transferred here to capital Knot City. We're doing our utmost to expedite testing of the chiral network link between Central and Capital, while not neglecting your immediate medical needs, of course. This will be our base of operations for the next stage in the fight to rebuild America. Madam President, I'm happy to report that the trial run was a success. The connection between Central and Capital was established without incident. No chiral spikes or other irregularities. The Cupid functioned within the accepted parameters as well. There's still a lot of work to do. Chiral holograms, chiral printing, and data recovery have yet to prove viable, but the confirmation that data can be sent via the chiral network is a huge step forward for the UCA. Our next step is will be to use Cupids to establish connections with other cities. Preparations for the second expedition are already underway. We're still trying to track Sam down, but as soon as he's back with us, he'll be given his new command. When people hear mules, they think junkies driven crazy by a desire to steal supplies we so desperately need to survive. Luckily for us, not all carriers are predisposed to the condition. Not all mule backs. They were professional ones. Some still are, and some even complete proper deliveries from time to time. Agile Express has been known to use them along with independent posters. For those at risk of losing it, they say the only way to save Office Syndrome is to join a distro organization with strong leadership and support to help help keep you on the straight and narrow. Or you can strike out on your own, but there's no easy path. There's a reason guys who run solo have a reputation of being bulletproof. Bridge staff. Timefall and power failures. I volunteered to join Bridges, signed up with my brother Victor. See, we both remembered when America was still America. We still had planes and satellites when we were still connected, and everyone and everything. The world was different, bigger, and wanted it back. He was chosen for the first expedition and hit the road damn near straight away. And yeah, got to hold back here in Central, which was okay, I guess. Corpse disposal means taking your fair share of timefall in the line of duty. You got a sense of it for it after a while, a sixth sense for when the clouds are about to open up. course, the clouds themselves are a big tell, and an inverse rainbow is guaranteed. But you're in for some big poo poo. But there are smaller signs too. Changes in the air, smell, and the wind. When it hits, you've got a power outage to deal with. As far as I understand, which it ain't that far. It's to do with the high concentration of chiralium causing electromagnetic interfaces or something, which also interacts with notification. Which also interacts with water and kicks up clouds of ozone, which then makes the temperature drop like a rock. Anyway, I may be used to tell. Anyway, I may be used to timefall, but it doesn't mean I'm immune to it. Believe me, I'm younger than I look. My big bro take a lot of pleasure in telling you if you could see me now. So it does affect children differently than. I wonder if they're like mutations. Yako, Frame Arms. Frame Arms is a series of original plastic robot figurines created by Kyoto Buyukia. Koto Buyukia. One of Japan's premier manufacturers of plastic models. Each robot shares the same basic frame architecture with different external parts being attached to create an individual mechanoid. The Byako, the White Tiger figurine, is a rare masterpiece based on one of Yuji Shinkawa's designs. The full realized world and captivating story behind the Frame Arms series won at many dedicated fans. I'm so excited that the God of War original soundtrack is here too. And then new music from Silent Poets. Alright, cool. Let's head on out.
Second, all this is over. We'll take you wherever you want to go.